thundering boom of a whale shakes the walls of my house. My house, a once sailing ship, now harpooned in the beast's stomach. The echoes stop and there is silence. Empty, cold silence. And then there is a scream. I grab my boots, coat and knife and fling the door open. I head out the door in hopes of finding new friends, or food. I mostly need the food. As I approach the place where the scream seemed to be coming from, a cottage comes into view. It's small and old and has ivy growing up the sides of it. As I approached the door, the screaming stopped. However, I could hear the deep intake of breath. Something scuttling around. I grab the doorknob and give the door a firm push. A bit too much of a firm push. As the door falls off its hinges and onto the floor. The tiled floor. The tiled floor with a puddle of red. The tiled floor where someone lay.
I could literally never skateboard. I feel so off balance and out of my comfort zone. I feel like I'm going to fall forwards and backwards and sideways simultaneously. Seems like a nice way to travel though, although skydiving does seem like a good option, but it's not that sufficient as race cars, which have such great speed on them. Almost feels like teleporting about, like flying cars or that new robot Japan has made which is 60 feet. But it's taking baby steps now. Sometimes I wish I would get better at skateboarding. It makes you feel free.
There's a lot I don't know. We'll never know. Some things I'm fine with being left in the dark about. Some things I wished I knew. I guess it doesn't make too much difference though. Half the things I'm told, or I know, I don't even understand. It's just hard to wrap your head around it. The feeling of not knowing isn't a good one. Yes, ignorance sometimes is bliss, but ignorance can also make you feel dumb, stupid, not worthy. Not knowing things sounds scary when you think about it. A whole world out there and there's so much uncertainty. Even when you think you know. Do you really? Probably not.
Silence is an interesting tool. It can be used for many things. To show emotion, to not show emotion. To get attention, to not get attention. To show tension. It can be used to reveal what is already there. It is a powerful tool. It can be something that draws your attention to a certain moment. Some say smart people speak the least. I don't really talk much unless I'm in deep conversation. I remember someone I knew in this park, they said silence is violence. She said that when you show submission to something or someone, silence is an interesting thing. Silence helps you get ahead. It's a form of power, as no one knows what you're thinking or what you're going to do. It's special, it's unappreciated by society these days. The world is very noisy. We're the maker of all this noise. Silence says a lot, but the world won't listen. Silence just sits there, listening, knowing. It's a gift. Learn to use it well.
People who talk while watching films or literally anything are so annoying. Pay attention to what's in front of you and shut the hell up. It's really not that big a deal, but generally sparks deep hate in me. During the summer, I worked in Can Hall Community Cafe, The Farm. Every morning, 2 street cleaners stepped into the shop, laughing and chatting as they went. The older man smiled brightly and ordered 1 hot chocolate and a coffee, with their upward rising note and raised eyebrows that usually indicates an unspoken, if you don't mind, thanks. They were always so nice to me, and the older guy would bring their cups to the counter and say a genuine thank you. A battle of. The looming sound of war slowly, but surely approaches. Nothing at all will cause us to stop, or at all back down, for the consequence is much too dismal.
The sacrifice to which this destruction will bring, huge in scale, yet I'll add, our freedom, our families and our livelihoods, it can be deemed worth it. War blood will be spilled for a great cause, a great life without constant worry. Assurance that once this ruthlessness is over, we can sleep with both eyes closed in the comfort of our village, safely.
The way the wind blew against her hair made it seem like she was a goddess. The way she walked seemed as if she was a model. The way everyone looked at her as if they'd never seen something like her before. The way she didn't have to put an effort in to be funny. As she walks out, he walks in, with the same pearly white teeth almost as if he bleached them. The same voice as if he was selling me my own product. I don't despise him, but I don't adore him like some people. Then comes in Sandra, who's like a superfan. She gets him to do his famous line sometimes. Bang, and that was Barry Scott, she states. She looked like a dog with a bone. More like bang and Barry Scott was finally gone. Either way, Sandra and her gaze does not move to give me a death stare, nor to give me a smile. She's just starstruck at a man she sees every day at 10 in the morning.
Different interpretations of the same black shade. Somebody's blue sky is somebody else's sorrow. Somebody's tulip field is someone else's fear. All the same, yet so different. But it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. The wind blows and the tulips lean backwards. Things will be okay, or that's what it seems. Are the tulips bending backwards because of the wind? Or is there some sort of strange consciousness there in this strange world that erodes these tulips to snap themselves? We'll never really know though, because if things look okay, isn't it surely they will be?